The Toyota Fortuner. Robust, reliable, overpriced, and a status symbol. But if you own one, you're probably driving a moving target. Every 22 minutes, a vehicle is hijacked or stolen in South Africa. And the Fortuner is at the top of that shopping list. Because to the syndicates, it represents unlimited cash flow. But here's the frightening reality. Once it's gone, it's really gone. Over the years, we've seen a disappointing vehicle recovery rate. Why? Because this is not just petty theft. It is a multi-billion rand industry involving international syndicates, corrupt officials, and borders that might be as well as an open. Today, we're breaking down exactly why your Toyota Fortuner will get stolen, and how they will strip it for parts within hours, and how your car will already be with this new owner by the time you call your tracking company. By the end of this video, you'll understand why many South Africans will advise you to never buy a Toyota Fortuner. This is the life cycle of a stolen Toyota Fortuner. First, we will talk about how they took it. Let's assume they stole it, because you do not want to be hijacked in South Africa. Things can get a bit ugly in seconds, and you could lose your most prized possession, your life. Modern theft is digital. Thieves are using what's called a CAN invader to trick the car to unlock and start the engine. Now, the fruity part is that for OG car thieves, it takes less than a minute to steal your car using CAN invasion. Or they will use a relay attack. Your alarm doesn't even trigger because your car thinks you are opening it. Your favorite so-called innovative luxury features are actually working against you by making your car faster to steal than cars without keyless entry and keyless start. But why the Toyota Fortuner? Simple. The Toyota Fortuner is one of the best-selling cars in history. That means there are thousands of them on the road, out of warranty, needing parts. Genuine Toyota parts are extremely expensive at the dealership. If you own a Toyota, you know what I'm talking about. This creates a massive demand for second-hand spares. Your stolen Fortuner is worth more dead than alive. When they take it, it is driven to a chop shop and stripped to the bone in hours. The parts are sold to unsuspecting customers by auto spares run by the syndicates. If your mechanic always has a constant supply of used car parts, it's time to ask yourself some questions, because you might be part of the problem South Africa is facing. But this is South Africa, things are hard. Most of you know where these parts come from, but because you are broke, you have no option but to buy these stolen parts to get your car back on the road. Now let's talk about where some of the major pieces go. The Toyota Fortuner shares its DNA, specifically its GD6 engine and gearbox, with the Toyota Hilux and crucially the diesel Toyota Quantum. When a Texas engine blows up, the owner is left with two options: pay 100k at the dealer or pay the syndicate 20k for a low mileage engine from a stolen Toyota Fortuner. You guys are always chasing discounts, so the taxi owner rightfully chooses the second option. The taxi industry is the backbone of the South African transport system, but keeping those fleets running is expensive. That's why they also need your stolen Toyota Fortuner. Your stolen SUV is driven into a chop shop. The engine is hoisted out in less than an hour. By the next morning, your engine disappears into the public transport network, never to be seen again. The chassis is abandoned or chopped and sold to scrap metal shops. The rest of the parts are resold by some auto stores run by the syndicate. Your car isn't recovered because it doesn't exist anymore. It's been cannibalized to keep the public transport sector moving. Thank you for your contribution. But I have a tracker, you may say. Your stupid tracker might not matter. You pay hundreds of rands per month for a tracker. You think you're safe. You think your tracker is a guarantee. You're 100% wrong. Most of the time, the tracker is working against you. How do you think the thieves get your car? Most stolen Toyota Fortuners are equipped with trackers because that is a mandatory requirement by most insurers for high-risk cars like the Toyota Fortuner. Guess what? The syndicate may be watching your every move because they happen to have real-time tracking data of your vehicle. When you install a tracker, where's your data? The installer, of course. Corrupt employees at the fitment centers will sell your real-time tracking data and the exact location of your tracking unit to the syndicate. By the time the control room realizes, the tracker has already been planted on a dummy vehicle or on a stray animal. Even without insiders, car thieves use industrial-grade jammers. These devices block the tracking signal the moment the car thieves enter the car. The control room sees the car go offline. By the time they react, the tracker has already been ripped off. But not all stolen Toyota Fortuners are chopped or stripped. Some simply go to work in the vast rural areas of South Africa on massive private farms. A stolen Toyota Fortuner is a useful tool. It's tough, 4x4 capable, and reliable. Syndicates sell these vehicles to farmers. They strip the number plates and VINs. The farmers know where these cars come from, and they know the roads. These farm horses never leave the private property. They haul feed, tow trailers, and patrol fences. Because they never hit the public road, police scanners and roadblocks never find them. Your car may be still in South Africa, but just hidden behind a farm gate. Finally, if it's not on a farm or in a chop shop, it's been cloned or exported. Some Fortuners are hidden in plain sight. It's called cloning. Criminals buy the written-off Toyota Fortuner at a salvage auction. They're not buying the scrap metal. They are buying the VIN number and the registration papers. They then steal a matching Toyota Fortuner from a driveway. They use your stolen Fortuner as a donor to resurrect the crash-damaged Toyota Fortuner. Or lazy criminals will simply grind off the original VIN on the stolen Fortuner and stamp the direct car's VIN onto your car. Suddenly, your stolen Toyota Fortuner is legal again. Corrupt, careless dealers put these cars on the floor for sale as used cars. An unsuspecting family buys it. The bank finances it. The police rarely check deep enough to notice the temper marks. Your stolen Toyota Fortuner is currently parked in someone else's garage, and the current owner has no idea they are driving a stolen vehicle. If your car isn't chopped or cloned, is going on a vacation permanently. The borders between South Africa, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe are porous. We've all seen videos of luxury SUVs being smuggled across the Crocodile River in Limpopo. But with the right bribe, a stolen Fortuner becomes a legitimate export and passes through official South African border gates. Once it crosses that line, South African tracking companies and the police have no authority outside South African borders. Once a stolen Toyota Fortuner crosses the border, you will never see it again. In Maputo, these stolen cars are sold openly. They are status symbols, driven by the elites who know exactly where these Fortuners come from. There's only one fast and reliable way of getting your stolen Toyota Fortuner back in South Africa. After calling your tracking company, you can call someone who knows someone that knows someone and pay that someone who knows someone an unspecified large amount of money. That someone who knows who's on the ground will tell that someone who stole your Fortuner to drop off your car somewhere, and in hours your car will be in your driveway, or you'll get screwed and your money and your car gone. But if you have a reliable plug, you won't get screwed. Asset recovery is also one of the most profitable income streams of the car theft business. Unfortunately, that's how South Africa works for now. The system is designed to make these cars disappear. High demand, compatible parts, corrupt officials, smart tech, and non-existent security features. If you own a Fortuner, layer your security, because once it's gone, it's really gone. The Toyota Fortuner is a victim of its own success. It's too valuable, too reliable, and too compatible to be ignored by criminals. Until we fix the borders, root out the corruption in the law enforcement and dealerships, and regulate the used car part market. If your Fortuner is taken, don't expect it to come back home. The only solid way to prevent your Fortuner from being stolen is by buying a different car instead. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Just to remind you, you've been watching MzansiCarStuff. See you in the next one. Stay safe out there. South Africa is not for the weak and defenseless.